Dear first year me.
Dear first year me.
Dear first year me.
Dear freshman
Dear
self.
first year
Dear
me.
first year
Dear
me.
first year me.
Dear first year me. Before you head off to college, prepare yourself for some of the most exciting and informative experiences yet.
How are you doing? You're probably still confused as heck about what you want to study or who you want to be.
I see that you're trying so hard to blend into this new environment that you have in front of yourself. And I really want you to understand that you are doing your best. You are moving forward, even though you don't think like you're doing so. Believe me, you are doing so good.
You need to sleep. Oh my goodness, you need to sleep. You have to rest, or else your body will choose to do it for you.
It is always good to take a few easy classes each semester to balance your load.
I would tell you that you're stronger than you know, and that everything will be okay.
A few weeks ago, I graduated Hopkins with degrees in computer science and economics. I'll let you in on a little secret. In my years leading up to college, I would never have dreamed of studying computer science or economics. Actually, I wasn't even planning to attend Hopkins at all.
Tomorrow you start your first college level class. You're super anxious about it. You think no one will understand your accent. You think you won't be able to communicate with the teacher. You think you'll not be able to talk to people around you. You know what? You are going to sound funny. You are going to make mistakes, and there's no way around it. Because here's the fact: English is not your native tongue. And you need to appreciate how far you've come. And you need to notice the small steps you're taking to better it every day, because you're amazing. And I love you.
You met him on Facebook. He was cute, shy, sort of amusing too, and you liked that.
You'll meet so many people, some who you'll trust with your most personal thoughts, others you'll say farewell to by the end of your first year. Of course, you'll learn a lot in the classroom too, no matter what you choose, psychology or Molesol.
Don't be intimidated by all the STEM people. I wasn't good at STEM in high school, but I ended up doing well in college math. I think if I had been less insecure about my own intelligence, I would have taken more classes that I liked. Also, if there's one thing I regret more than anything, it's that I did not major in public health. When I was a freshman, I assumed public health would be difficult because it had science in it, and I was very wrong. Public health is probably the most relaxed major at Hopkins.
You're scared, you're anxious, you're afraid to tell people what you think, but it's okay. It's okay not to know what the answer is. It's okay not to know where we're going. It's okay not to know what's going to happen tomorrow, because guess what? No one knows. I was thinking that every single person around me is a genius, a superhero, and they have some sort of secret behind it. It was such a, oh my god. I would legit come to people, ask them questions, tell them how amazing they are, like idols. Oh my goodness. And then I realized, like, no magic exists. It's all hard work and determination.
When we come to college, we don't inherently know what we're doing. Nobody has a frame of reference. Nobody's in their comfort zone, especially when they first start college. But really at any point in college, we're always being thrust into new situations, into experiences we've never had before. Don't do something because you think other people want you to do it.
It's more than just finishing college applications, getting A's, and setting yourself up for the next item on your resume. It's about learning who you are as a person outside of your parents' and society's expectations.
Also, you should know that you make most of your real long-term friendships in sophomore spring, so don't feel upset if you feel that your social life is still lacking as a freshman. And I know that a lot of other Hopkins seniors I've talked to agree with me. Freshman year friendships often don't end up lasting very long, and I don't know exactly what the reason is. It might be because there's a lot of changes between freshman and sophomore year, but whatever it is, it's okay, and there's nothing wrong with that.
and stop buying a new planner every single week and stop trying a new system every single week. Believe me, it does not help. Just stick to one thing and do it.
But don't stress too much over the confusion. 2 years from now, when you transfer to Johns Hopkins University, you will be all over confused again. And it's not a bad or wrong thing either. It's just what it is.
People often like to ask the question, if you could do it all over again, what's one thing you would change? But the thing is, there is rarely an opportunity to do anything over again. And given our lives as transient beings, we are almost always pressed for time. So I urge you now to go out and explore the unknown. It's the serendipitous moments that make life worth it.
Loving what you learn is absolutely okay. In fact, it's better. Not having your life planned out is something to be celebrated and explored, not something to feel insecure about. It's okay to change, a lot. It's also okay to have some time to think about what you love. There's a time and a season and a place and a space for everything, and everything is made beautiful in its own time.
It was so beautiful those days. Before him, you had hated soccer and video games, but suddenly they became sources of joy. His existence, his presence, suddenly flooded your life with color. And here you were, chasing each other in an empty soccer field at 2 a.m., exhilarated and flushed. Yes, those were the days, and I loved every single moment of it.
To any underclassmen, incoming freshmen, anyone reading this, if there's anything that you take away from this tale, I hope it's this. Even when you're sure of the future, pursue the unknown.
Why didn't you try more things? You got to college and you began this prescribed track for how you wanted your life to go and how everybody else in your life wanted your life to go. Why didn't you spend that first year just trying things? Why didn't you take more history classes? Why didn't you take more psychology classes? Because we could have gotten to the root of what happened in your college experience that was not so good much, much earlier, because you would have figured out what you wanted to study and you wouldn't have been forcing yourself to try something and to commit to something ultimately that was just not really you.
There's like this Chinese fable, like idiom thing about this frog that is in a well and he like can only see the sky, and he's like, frame of mind is like, oh, it's fine. Like I just see the sky. My world is fine here. But then he doesn't understand that like once you come up from the well, the world just expands everywhere. If I had to explain in the simplest way how my brain and how my worldview has changed since college, it just feels like these metaphorical walls of a room have fallen down and you can just see the expansive world, and everything is more approachable or within your grasp. And the world in terms of location and space, but the world in terms of people and connections and network just all seem broader and bigger and achievable. I don't know if that's the right word, but coming from like a smaller town in the Midwest, seeing the world, and after I had gone to college, felt so much bigger and explorable. Yeah.
I see that there's so many people around you. They have amazing stories, they have beautiful backgrounds, but don't let them tell you how to express yourself or how to tell your truth. Because even though their advice is valid, no one knows you better than you do. And I know you'll tell me that it's not true and that others' opinion is so important in this sense. But guess what? I've been there, I've done that. I know what I'm talking about. So please listen to that.
But you should also prepare yourself for some of the roughest times ahead. You'll have to finally confront the things you shoved under the rug in high school, and your mental and emotional strength will be tested.
But 100 days after what happened, he told you that you were exaggerating, that he merely made a mistake, that people, human beings, make mistakes, and that he was a human too. You didn't know what to do, what to say. It wasn't a dispute that you had told him no, not once, not twice, but 6 times. You thought maybe he had a point. There will be days where you have an irresistible feeling to reach out again. Days where you wish you could have had those days back. But he can never heal you. You have to heal you. Learning to gift yourself with the same joy you had with him will empower you to heal.
I'm not cured of my anxiety or depression. It'll be something I'll always have to troubleshoot. Even though I'm getting support from amazing people, I acknowledge that there will be days or weeks where I become non-functional and panic attacks will still occur. Honestly, I anticipate one every single time I come back to campus. But coming into college taught me that independence isn't just about being thousands of miles away from your family. It's also about learning to rely on yourself to find help, to not hold things in just for the assumed benefit of others. It's about exploring yourself and setting up boundaries and supports for when you need it.
Just remember that your problems are real, and to always take care of yourself and surround yourself with people that truly care about you.
So relax. Take a run along Charles River. Fall in love once. Spend the weekend dancing, not rotting in the library.
Also, I would say focus on school, but make sure you budget some time for fun too. My freshman year, I had a 4.0, but I was extremely depressed. I think it's much healthier to balance your schoolwork with some fun times. I'll never forget this one time I decided to hang out with my friends for a few hours instead of studying for this very difficult econometrics midterm. It was the first 70-degree day since winter had started, and I just sat with my friends outside of the library in the sun for hours, drinking this refreshing juice from Brody Cafe. It was one of the best days I ever had. It also ended up being my last full day at Hopkins because the next day we received an email that the school was canceled due to the pandemic.
So go think about what you love to do. It's okay to love. So take your time and think really hard. Ask 1 million questions no matter how people look at you. Succeed boldly and fail even more boldly. Give it your all. Try everything. You never know. And once you know what it means to love, go do it. And when you go do it, don't ever, ever let anyone stop you.
And I'm so proud that you're doing the work you do. I'm so proud of the steps you're taking. And I love you so much, and I really miss you.
Good luck and take care of yourself.
Sincerely yours.
You got this.
Best of luck.
You're doing great.
Good luck.
With love.
Thank you.
Best.
Sincerely,
Alice.
JJ.
Kadi.
Rena.
Yulia.
Anna.
Hopkins Bike.
Nancy.
Asia.
me.
I want all of you, you never change your